is that really going to be achievable in the next financial year?
I mean, I'm obviously, anyone will be able to chip in here at this point, but I think as a group of officers, I would say we've been acknowledging that things have sometimes been put into plans with a level of aspiration and not necessarily backed by the granular operational, work stream, sort of the boring stuff that gets into a Gantt chart, and you need to have the detail to be able to come back up to the top and say, is what you're telling me realistic and achievable? And I think as with probably every local authority grappling with multiple wicked problems and a requirement to deliver a balanced budget, you sometimes see things move on so fast that you can almost lose track of where you started the year. So we have this concept of cost avoidance, for example, which is a term that I didn't know about until I joined the local government. It's not the same as cashable savings. We also have a budget built on achievement of a saving on a demand forecast that we only know one thing, is the demand forecast will be wrong. And if you take those two examples, it makes it challenging. I think what we've successfully done this year is we've been able to put in place an improved understanding collectively of what the difference is, and making sure we're all using the same language. It sounds incredibly boring, but it's essential. And then as a result of which, the improvements are coming through as far as where we start the year and where we end the year. It is a slow journey, as much about culture as it is about capacity. But capacity is a part of it, because unless you build a plan that recognises that everyone is already busy doing the business as usual, you will ask people to do transformation work at the edge of their working day, and you will guarantee failure. So everybody is trying to get around the difference between doing your day job and delivering a step change in how that day job needs to function. We're getting better.
You sound as though you've experienced some of our previous transformation programs. Helen.
Thanks, Jeff. I think it picks up from what Stephen just said, because I know that sometimes people roll their eyes, and I know when the transformation programme came to Osm, there was some question about having consultants in to do this. And just to point out to those people who weren't around, I wasn't responsible for adult social care in the period that Jeff's talking about. But I think Mark was here as well for much of that time, that we had consultants in. Sometimes you felt that they were writing a report that could have been for Birmingham or something, and just taken Birmingham out and put Bristol, and then they left you with the plan, and then they went. So it's important that you might have noted on the slide about our delivery partner. So it's the people too aren't consultants. We don't think of them as consultants. They are sitting alongside to give that additional capacity that Stephen has just talked about, and that is about obviously putting a transformation rather than a quick fix in, so that we start to do things very differently to make these changes sustainable, because that's the important thing, isn't it? That this isn't just something that's going to get us past next February or even beyond. It's about doing things differently. And Hugh will probably say to himself, if I don't steal his thunder, but quite often Hugh uses the expression, we spend a lot doing the wrong thing as well as we can, and actually we've got to start doing the right thing for people. And I think carrying both our service users, I hate that word, our people, our residents that we serve, and our providers and health partners with us on that journey is equally important. So I think what I'm saying is there is a difference. It isn't just words. A delivery partner, to me, feels very different, having been at the receiving end of lots of consultants that have come in over the years. That it's a different relationship, and I think the staff feel that as well.